You tell me.
Okay, just step out now. You good? Deontay, we're going to turn a little bit here. Get him over. Right here. Right here. All right, looking at each other. All right, this is a little high. I'm going to let him work in here. This is good. Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece. I gave you both instructions in the dressing room. I want to remind you, listen and obey my commands at all time. Protect yourself at all time. Fight hard. Fight clean. Good luck to both of you.
All right, here we go. Deontay Wilder, 34-0, 33 by knockout. For what it's worth, Alabama won earlier 34-0 over at Louisiana Monroe. Wilder with the quick hands, the long arms, comes out fast. Incredible physique. And Johann Duhaupas out of Abbeville, France, about 120 miles north of Paris, 31-2, 19 by knockout, but he is a huge underdog. It is the fight of his life. Ready to give Duhaupas any shot at all here tonight?
I gave him a shot, yes. I mean, these are heavyweights. And I want to see what he has once he lands a punch.
B.J. Wilder went into his last fight against Eric Molina with an injured right hand. Says he was a bit careful of using it, very measured, but it's a good shape for tonight. Stopped Molina in the 9th round, knocking him down 4 times.
Yeah, Marv, you know, he talked about the right hand in the fighter meetings and said it was, you know, pretty good. He's learning to deal with it. But when you punch as hard as Deontay Wilder, there's always a tendency to have injuries. So looking forward to seeing how that hand is recovered and how he uses it tonight. But it's interesting that Duhaupas comes right out in the first round, walking Wilder down with that daunting punching power. Very interesting strategy by the kid from France.
Referee, the veteran Jack Reese out of Brooklyn by way of Oxnard, California, leading a 39th world title fight.
Duhaupas doing the right thing. He's really taking the fight to Wilder. Putting pressure, applying pressure early in the round.
And if you're Wilder, Ray, you don't want to get too rattled. Just sit on your back foot, use that jab, touch him up. You already see the nose reddening of Duhaupas. So, you know, Wilder's very heavy-handed, and just be patient and look for opportunities to open your man up.
And Wilder, his jab, solid left jab.
Duhaupas' last fight taking place in Moscow last April, won by majority decision over Manuel Char of Lebanon, coming off a loss by decision. He is the 4th Frenchman to fight for a heavyweight title.
Duhaupas not showing any fear here. Marv, he comes right out looking to land shots himself. Trying to walk Deontay back to the corner.
Powerful right hand by Wilder. But he also has to be very careful. Duhaupas swinging, you know, just swinging punches, throwing his punches. One of those punches can land.
See, Johann's ambition is not really to land too many punches. It's just to kind of get close to Deontay and get Deontay feeling uncomfortable. So, very interesting strategy. Comes out trying to take the right hands from Deontay and just let him know, hey, I'm here to fight too.
Looks like Duhaupas been cut on the bridge of his nose as he tries to trap Wilder in the corner.
Stop punching. Step away from each other. Step back.
So that is the end of round 1. Scheduled for 12. BJ, what do you like about Deontay Wilder?
Drew blood from Duhaupas. Look at this nice right hand right on the bridge of the nose. Maybe that wasn't the replay we were looking for, but good shots from Duhaupas right there. Pushed him back off the corner, creating a little space from Deontay. And maybe that was what caused the blood.
Guys, you look at the numbers. Wilder outlanded Duhaupas 35-9 in the first round, connected on 17 of 47 jabs. And you can see the blood on Johann. On to Round two, Duhaupas goes 6'5", and Wilder 6'7", has an 83-inch real. A hard right hand by Wilder.
Nice straight jab by Duhaupas.
When Wilder throws a punch, he throws with such conviction. I mean, he knows exactly where he wants to land it with power.
Duhaupas effectively going to the body of Wilder.
He took a good right hand there, Marv. He's got to be careful not to walk into too many right hands of Deontay Wilder, because once he starts getting some good leverage on that shot, it could be lights out.
Duhaupas raising his guard, has a decent jab. He'll take punches, tries to answer with a combination.
Yeah, but I like what Johann's doing here, Marv. He comes to Alabama. He flies all the way across the world. He's like, look, I'm not scared of you. I'm going to walk right out. I'm going to take your best stuff, and I'm going to, fire back on the body.
It's his debut fighting in the U.S., but it's his second trip to the United States. He was in Las Vegas taking part in the World Series of Poker. I asked, how did you do? He said, not very well.
Duhaupas is not, at all intimidated. He's coming in there, but as he comes in, the jab of Wilder is really doing a lot of damage, and those body shots too.
Good combination by Wilder.
And this is all a learning experience for Deontay. He's only been the heavyweight champion for what? This is his second fight now. So, in his last fight against Eric Molina, he learned a lot. Be patient. Use his physical tools. This fight, he's got a whole different set of things he's going to learn from Johann Duhaupas.
There are several individuals around the world watching this fight very closely. They would be Klitschko, Fury, Povetkin.
Vladimir Klitschko, definitely an interested guy. The only belt that he doesn't really possess. So this is another guy who's obviously been mentioned as a possible opponent for Klitschko, and one that he's very interested in after Tyson Fury, Mark.
Wilder's very comfortable here, just picking his shots, looking for the opening.
Crowd getting behind Deontay Wilder.
And you see Deontay starting to get a little more comfortable, sliding back, using the left jab, finding his range a little better. The pressure of Johann Duhaupas, it didn't confuse Deontay at all, but it kind of made him a bit uncomfortable. But in the second round, he's doing much better.
And the jab of Wilder, it's a thing of beauty. It's a serious weapon. Seems to be a little swelling on the left eye, under the left eye of Wilder. A little puffiness.
It's a heavyweight fight, Ray.
Not too many people that expected this to move on to a round three. It is on to round three. Our unofficial score, boxing writer Jake Donovan had the first two, 10-9 for Wilder, who has landed 84% of his power shots.
That was a powerful left jab a couple times by Duhaupas. He's trying to hit that target, make it worse.
Duhaupas telling us several times yesterday that he felt that all the pressure is on Wilder, who is fighting in his home area in Birmingham, Alabama.
Nice left jab by Duhaupas. That's a weapon we didn't really knew he had, Marv, because we've never really seen him use it in fights previous. He comes out here in the beginning of this third round, sticks it right in the champion's face, and he's got a puffy left eye.
He feels that Wilder sometimes is too open, as he put it. Wilder puts his face in the window at times.
And he's trying to break the window. But Wilder needs to keep those hands a little higher. Especially protect that left eye.
You see Duhaupas not intimidated, Ray. How important is that for him to come in against a guy with 33 knockouts in 34 fights and, walk right at him in those first rounds?
Well, he's showing a great deal of heart, and like you said, he's not intimidated at all.
Oh, good right hand landed by Wilder.
And Marv, that's the range where Wilder needs to be to land that big right hand. He's got to get his left jab going, though, if he wants to continue to land that shot, because Duhaupas now walking to him, and it's going to make it easy if he sets him up with the left jab.
That was the most effective punch over these first three rounds. Here comes Duhaupas.
Wilder is really accurate and pretty quick for a big man, 6'7".
I see him looking to set that right hand up, Greg.
Strong right hand lands to the side of the head of Duhaupas.
Big punch.
Left hook from Wilder. Duhaupas in trouble. Wilder. Wilder trying to come up with a knockout here in round 3. Duhaupas trying to hang in, trying to punch his way out of it.
And what a great defense Duhaupas is showing, Mark. He took some of Deontay Wilder's best punches right there, and he's still right in front of him. I'm impressed.
Separate.
Action-packed round 3 here at Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama.
The third round, letting his hands go with an assortment of big punches all over Duhaupas. Duhaupas standing in front of him, taking Deontay's best shots, but visibly shaken by some of those shots, Ray.
Wow, I mean, he took some big shots there, and here to the head, he kept his composure.
It has been all Deontay Wilder, although Johann Duhaupas has been able to hang in as we open up in round 4. Wilder not able to connect.
Swinging for the fences with that big right uppercut.
That's the back of the head.
Duhaupas is really applying a lot of pressure here.
Deontay's got to remember here, Mark, just to keep using that jab. He's going to soften Duhaupas up if he keeps using it, and eventually he'll land that big right hand to get him out of here. Just got to stay consistent.
All right, let's check in with Kenny Rice.
All right, thanks, Marv. I'm in the Wilder corner with Mark Braylon. Mark, what about the fight so far?
Well, you know, he's showing a good, you know, the other guy, he's showing that he can stand a good punch. But, you know, Deontay's, you know, he's listening to what we're doing. It's just a matter of now, it's just a different style. Just the style is throwing him off a little bit. But he's gonna pull it out.
Any concern about the swelling around the eye?
No. Because we work out, like in the gym, sometimes we work with one eye, sometimes we work with the other eye, just in case something like this happens.
All right, thanks, Mark. Marv?
All right, midway through round 4. Right hand by Duhaupas, answered by Wilder.
Just a beautiful shot by Wilder, Marv, off the ropes. You saw him skate out to his right. He trapped Duhaupas, got him to square up, and fired that big left hook, caught him, and hurt him a little bit against the ropes there.
That left hand of Wilder is like a measuring stick for that right hand.
And you don't see things like that from heavyweights very often. That was more like a welterweight or a Floyd Mayweather move there. He skated off to his right, set him up. His man squared up, hit him with a beautiful left hook, and nice move by the big man.
And Wilder continues to get that left jab in. Duhaupas goes to the body. See the blood over the left eye of Duhaupas.
He's got some blood from the bridge of his nose too, Marv.
Wilder just missed on that uppercut.
Good punch selection from Wilder with that uppercut when Duhaupas trying to walk in like that.
That was a double left hook to the midsection by Wilder.
I like that too, Ray. He's got to make sure he doesn't stand too straight up when he tries to shoot it. Bend his knees a little bit because he's vulnerable for that split second. So Deontay can get more leverage if he bends down a little bit on that left hook.
Marv Albert, Sugar Ray Leonard, BJ Flores, Kenny Rice, Liam McHugh. We're in Birmingham, Alabama, as we head to a round 5.
Got to bang that body every now and then. He's taking a good shot. Bang the body every now and then. His nose is cut real bad.
Mark Brilliant on the corner of Deontay Wilder with Jay Dees, who's co-manager with Shelly Finkel. Through 4 rounds, Wilder has outlanded Duhaupas 124-47. That's a commanding edge. Also has a 60-18 power advantage. But Duhaupas continues to hang in.
Well, the condition of Wilder's left eye gives him a little bit more confidence.
mean, you know, if I'm in the corner of Wilder and my left eye is swelling, I'm going to have my fighter move to the right. Why walk right into the right hand of Duhaupas? That's the one punch he's been able to land so far. So move to your right, put yourself in better position to land your own right hand and out of the way of Duhaupas' right hand. Doesn't really make sense to me. There you see it right there.
And it's the looping right hand that would be effective.
Nobody punched.
100%, but you see how Wilder's sliding to his left, right into the right hand of Duhaupas. It's a little confusing to me, Ray. I'd have him going the other way.
And that eye is a target. You can see Duhaupas aiming for it.
Yeah, more stuff from Wilder here. You see he's just kind of walking out to his left side, looking to land his left hand, but he's taking some right hands in the process, Ray, and it makes it a little dangerous.
Good combination by Wilder. You know he wants to end it as soon as possible before he gets into further trouble with that eye. Oh, the roundhouse right from Wilder, followed by the left.
And you see in boxing, Marv, even in the heavyweight division, the punch that hurts you the most is the punch that you don't see. And Duhaupas is able to see those punches and get a tight guard before they land.
You know, most people thought, myself included, thought that it would be a blowout here. But Duhaupas was very confident with his conviction of, I'll be there.
And he's showing the kind of mental toughness that, you know, has made up his entire career. Listen, I fought in 8 different countries. I believe in myself. I'm coming here. I feel no pressure. And I'm going to test this young man. And, you know, even though he's losing every round so far, he's definitely providing a test to a young champion.
He really is.
Uppercut from Wilder. Duhaupas hanging on. 35 seconds remaining in the 5th. Combinations by Wilder. Uppercut. Right hand. Left hand. Uppercut. That right cross somehow remaining on his feet.
That right uppercut, Marv, is a game changer and a punch that Deontay Wilder just discovered and got Duhaupas in a lot of trouble. He hasn't seen that punch so far.
And the referee, Jack Reese, asked Duhaupas, is he all right? Final seconds, 5th round. Wilder coming on strong in the 5th. Deontay Wilder. Problems with the eye. Duhaupas unable to take advantage. Wilder with a strong finish. Wilder outlanding Duhaupas 31-3 over the last minute of round 5. Referee Jack Reese told Duhaupas, show me something or I'm stopping it. That left eye of Wilder nearly closed. And obviously the realization that he better try to put this to an end.
Just great shots by Wilder to the body.
And Wilder in that last round, Marv, really discovered that right uppercut while Duhaupas was walking inside and got him in a lot of trouble. And that last round could have even been scored at 10-8 with all the punishment that Duhaupas took because he was in a lot of trouble there.
Unofficial score, Jake Donovan has it as a 50-45 lead for Wilder, who's won all 5 rounds. I don't think there's any question about that. Although there will be questions about Wilder after this fight. Combination by Wilder.
And you see Wilder get in those moments, Marv, where he'll take a shot and he kind of looks like he gets warmed up and almost a little irritated. So when you get the big guy angry, he really lets his hands go and he puts Duhaupas in trouble pretty much every time he connects on the beautiful right hand.
That started with an uppercut, and again the right hand came with the left. Jack Reese, you get the idea, checking it out very carefully. He warned that he might stop it because Duhaupas has been taking a beating the last 2 rounds.
Well, Wilder now starting to really put his punches together with the combination to the body, looping right hands. He goes upstairs, downstairs. The uppercuts were working fine.
Right hand missed on Duhaupas.
You okay? Good. Step back. Good. We're good. Box.
Coming up on a minute remaining, 6th round.
Deontay really setting up that right hand nicely off the jab. Now, in these middle rounds here, Mark, 6, 7, 8, he can really continue to sock Duhaupas with that left hand. He's walking in, and both guys have kind of lowered their defenses a little bit.
Well, what's happening, too, Duhaupas is just throwing one punch, pretty much.
Big left hook by Deontay. But you know, in the beginning rounds, both fighters are a little more tentative to get close to each other. Now they're right in front of each other, and that left jab could really be effective.
This is a good stiff left jab, too.
It is. From both fighters, right? Duhaupas can take advantage of, you know, getting close to Deontay with that left jab. He's hit him with it when he shot it.
True.
With a shuffle by Deontay Wilder. With this round coming to a close. This is Wilder's third straight fight, past 4 rounds after previous 32 of his fights ended in 4 or less. That has to do with the quality of opposition as his career has progressed.
Absolutely, and you see him kind of strut out in the beginning of this 7th round here, Marv. He walked right to the middle of the ring almost to say, okay, let's fight. I'm not waiting back on my stool, and my rest time is over, and I don't even need it all.
Well, I mentioned earlier that Wilder has the ingredients to be a great champion, a successful fighter. And he has, and he's showing it with heart, with animation, with character.
And Ray, he's got a tough competitor in front of him tonight. You know, a lot of people did not know who Johann Duhaupas was, and, you know, rightfully so. We haven't heard of him over here in America, but he's really a tough fighter, and he's showing a lot of heart tonight.
Oh, left hand, and that hurt Duhaupas once again. Wilder followed up by going to the body. It has been all beyond Deontay Wilder, but Duhaupas has been taking incredible punishment right from the start.
Duhaupas has an incredible chin. He's been hit by some solid shots, like you said, Mark. Look at those shots.
Duhaupas, he's hurt.
And when Deontay gets that space like that, Duhaupas in a lot of trouble because it gives him leverage to land that right uppercut and that right hand.
I think Jack Reese is thinking about it.
Duhaupas been taking some serious punches here.
Minute 20 left. Round 7. Now Wilder measuring.
And Deontay, when he gets on the inside, Mark, he's got to make sure to put his left foot forward and his right foot back. You see how he's kind of square right now? It makes it difficult for him to get a lot of leverage on those punches. So go back to proper boxing position right there. Get your left foot, your left shoulder forward, and rip those shots, and you'll have more in effect.
Duhaupas, 34 years old, from Anville, France. 31 and 219 by knockout. You mentioned people here had no idea who he was. He's not particularly well known in Europe.
This fight here is going to make Wilder even a much better fighter. The experience he's gaining here.
I agree, Ray. I think every champion needs fights like this to, you know, really test themselves. And, you know, every guy's not going to fall down and curl down whenever you touch him with the first right hand. So Wilder's learning a lot about himself and about, you know, his capability of what he can do when he gets into these middle rounds.
And that swollen eye provided a scare that slowed things down momentarily. This will move on to a round 8.
About that punch before the fight, and he's showing it's still effective for him.
Very much so. Wilder took some shots himself.
In the past, Wilder has been a low-volume, high-accuracy fighter. Tonight, we've seen high-volume, high-accuracy, but we are in round 8.
And Wilder's going to learn a lot more from a fight like this than a quick 1 or 2 round knockout, Mark. Going into these middle rounds with a tough guy, taking punches, and looking what's open and making openings instead of just looking, you know, and trying to take something that your opponent's giving you. He's got to go out and create it, and Deontay's going to come away from this a much better fighter, like Ray mentioned.
Better fighter, more experience. This is a real good level of competition for him.
And as you saw, it is all Deontay Wilder on the scorecard.
And you know, especially if they're talking about Deontay Wilder fighting Alexander Povetkin next, you can see why they select a guy like Johann Duhaupas, a guy who's going to come forward with his hands up, be very strong, very physical, and you know, Deontay's going to have to be better for Alexander Povetkin, of course.
That is the mandatory challenge, which might be in the near future with Povetkin, a Russian going against Wilder. And it was slated to be Klitschko and Tyson Fury, but Klitschko was injured in a training session the other day, so that fight has been postponed. Deontay telling us that his ultimate goal is to be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. The last to do it, Mike Tyson, Vander Holyfield.
And to be a heavyweight and a top heavyweight, Marv, it takes time and progression. If you look back on Vladimir Klitschko whenever he was 30 years of age, almost 10 years ago when he was fighting the likes of Chris Bird and Hasim Rahman, those guys, he was still kind of developing himself and learning. So, you know, Deontay's still got a ways to go, but he's got so much potential and so much ability. And that's the thing that's exciting about it.
Wilder, 29 years old, will be 30 in 3 weeks, started late, but heavyweights have started late over the years.
Absolutely. If you look back in the past, you know, Ray Mercer was an Olympic gold medalist. He started boxing at, you know, in his early 20s. He won a gold medal at 29. Deontay Wilder, there's other examples of it, but when you got that one-punch power, it seems there's always a place for you in the heavyweight division of boxing.
Johann Duhaupas looking, if you can say someone looks fresher, despite the fact that his face is filled with blood.
I think Wilder has to be very careful moving back, straight back. Because as Duhaupas comes in, he throws those looping right hands.
One of those rounds with little action, but action-packed for 7.
Beautiful right hand by Wilder right there, setting it up with a nice straight left jab. Duhaupas showing a ton of heart though, Ray, coming back and pushing Wilder in the end of that round and actually looking the fresher of the two, you know, through numerous parts of the round.
He retaliates. He's coming back with the punches of his own.
Round 9 scheduled for 12. Wilder with a strong right hand to the head of Johann Duhaupas.
Wilder has to be careful because, again, Duhaupas is still throwing punches back. And he can't stand straight up like that.
Now the scouting report on Duhaupas, slow hands, slow feet. That is not good, obviously, and tends to tire late in longer fights, but had a pretty good 9th round.
You know, I'm not sure who said that Duhaupas had slow hands. I never saw the slow hands on the film that I watched of him, but he seemed like a guy who just kind of walked forward and would be there and vulnerable to the right hand of Deontay Wilder. And, you know, he has come forward and done that, but he's taken the punches very well so far, Mark.
I thought his hands were slow, but apparently they're not. I mean, he really puts his punches together. And he's in great shape.
And we don't want to take away from what Deontay Wilder's doing. He's, you know, outlanded him and beat him every single round and really dominated the fight. I think we're all just a little surprised because nobody knew who Duhaupas was coming into this fight.
You see the differential total punches landed the last 4 rounds. And remember, the last time out, it was not an easy time for Wilder against Eric Molina, even though he came up with the stoppage here in Birmingham with a knockout in the 9th round. He had knocked Molina down 4 times, but Molina was able to hang in. Duhaupas trying to go on the attack.
Wilder's got a high knockout percentage here, Marv, but it looks like, you know, at the pace of the fight right now, he's looking just to kind of pick his spots, and this fight could end up going the full 12 rounds. 33 knockouts in 34 fights, but he might be going 12.
In fact, Duhaupas has looked stronger as this bout has progressed. Our 1800 tequila corner cap, you can see the end swill being applied under the left eye of Deontay Wilder, and that has certainly curtailed him through a couple of the rounds. This is the second time in Wilder's career that he's gone past the 9th round.
And it's a learning experience for him, Marv. A lot of times when you got all those knockouts early in your career, it's tough to know how to compose and handle yourself when you get to the later rounds in the fight. So this is a great learning experience for Wilder, and he'll be better because of it.
And Ray, there were a couple of times earlier in the bout that the referee, Jack Reese, was thinking about stopping it, and even mentioned that to Duhaupas.
Well, at one point, it seemed like it was over, but Duhaupas didn't agree with that. In fact, he's coming back strong here with this great right hand landed on Wilder.
Combination from Wilder.
Beautiful left hook by Wilder. But still just a little too much head hunting, Marv. Just, you know, Duhaupas got both of his hands up. He's ready for the shots from Wilder up top. He's not ready for the body shots. Good short right hand by Deontay.
What Wilder needs to do is throw not 1, 2 punches, throw 3 punches.
Exactly. That's a lot easier said than done in the 10th round. I know in the 10th round your arms are getting very, very heavy.
But you know, the fact of the matter is, Duhaupas is waiting for that. He's not waiting for 3 shots. He's waiting for 2 shots.
Exactly. Deontay with his hands up, but he sees the punches coming, so getting knocked around a little bit with those shots by Duhaupas, but he sees them coming, and he's got a high guard, so nothing too dangerous, but definitely wants to stay out of harm's way. Nice left jab.
I've not seen that jab, which is usually effective for Wilder, as frequently as he has demonstrated it in the past.
And that's something, Marv, that he's going to need if he wants to compete against the Povetkin's and the Klitschko's in the world. He's going to have to be consistent with that piston-like jab, not just in the first few rounds, but all throughout the fight to keep those types of opponents honest.
Combination from Wilder. Duhaupas is hurt. Wilder continues to put the pressure on, and they stop it. A long look from the referee, Jack Reese.
You all right? You need to keep your head up. Keep your back. Box.
25 seconds left. Round 10. And the left hook. Combination.
Stop.
And Duhaupas will be able to last this very difficult round. Deontay Wilder putting together combinations followed by the fight.
And you see what Deontay's doing here, Mark. He's landing the shots on the inside, and he's sliding over to his right side to create that pocket to land that left uppercut and that left hook. You see at this angle, Duhaupas can't see where the punches are coming from. Very good move by Deontay, and allowing him to create more offensive opportunities by sliding over to his right, getting in that pocket, and creating a new angle to land shots. Devastating blows from Deontay in that last round, right?
It's the one that I couldn't believe he survived that, and Wilder is really picking the pace up too.
Jack Reese at the ringside position examined Johann Duhaupas in the corner as he took a pounding in the final 30 seconds of round 10. I know it has been mentioned that Duhaupas has never been knocked down, but he did go down once on a slip. He's never cleanly gone down and has not gone down to this point, which is astounding. Combination again from Wilder. with the left hand.
They have to stop this.
It's on. Deontay Wilder has stopped Johann Duhaupas in the 11th round, and it was not easy. Score a knockout, and Johann Duhaupas has earned some paychecks, certainly overseas.
And we see what started it here. Deontay Wilder once again got active with that right uppercut in the 4th round, continued using it all the way into this round, and, you know, really started the ball rolling again, Ray. Caught Duhaupas with those big punches. Duhaupas was already in bad shape from the last round, and really just the finishing touches on an excellent performance from Deontay Wilder.
Well, the volume of punches that Wilder has thrown is tremendous. It's amazing.
Yeah, very good condition for a heavyweight. And look, it's not like he didn't show that he wasn't vulnerable tonight. He took some punches. He showed he's still got things he's got to work on. But the thing we're also excited about is his size, his power, his speed, and very charismatic. So, you know, nice to see Deontay Wilder finish the job like that. Very impressive with those inside punches, and just, you know, on to the next assignment.
That's it.
Stop in the 11th round, the only time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 55 seconds into round number 11. The winner by TKO, and still the heavyweight champion, Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder.